All right. We're live. My streamer light. All right, so what we got to do today is I'm going to tighten up this background so that it's not blurry because I had to blow it up. So we'll see how easily I can do that. And then I'll move on to the next background. These are the most difficult backgrounds in this trailer I'm making. Okay. So let's go. Go. Scaffolding clean. Let's see. So if you can see, it's like a little bit blurry. So I just gotta clean this up. Clean this up. I'm gonna go 4 points. And we're gonna go Jesse straight brush. And we're just gonna clean it up, clean it up. Just a little bit of cleaning up. Probably should do the orange part first, actually, but whatever. What's up, Marby? What's up, Ninetails? Got the regs. The rigs in the house. Lecture notes, nice. Mechasaur, welcome. I've had a pretty good day. Nothing much to report. Did my day job, freelance. I'm working on a commercial right now. And then took some art down to the framers to get framed for an art show in September. All right, let me take this off. And then used my air fryer today, which was exciting. And now I'm working on Jesus 2 stuff. So I gotta do this like work at night thing for a couple more weeks, but then I'll be able to just go purely working on my own stuff starting in June, which is exciting. If I could only just work on my own stuff all the time. That's the dream, I guess. Yeah, June's looking really good. I'll basically be working on forming stuff during the day, I guess, and then Jesus 2 stuff at night. One second. To them on Wednesday. I will try to convince them. Sorry, my the animators I'm mentoring right now are having like a crisis. They don't think they can finish their film. So I'm gonna have to have an emergency meeting with them on Wednesday. I feel like when you're young, you get overwhelmed by different things than when you're old. But you still, no matter what age you are, you still can get overwhelmed by different things. For me, I get overwhelmed these days if I feel like I'm being like diverted from my path of following my artistic vision. And when I was young, I felt overwhelmed because like I was like, I can't do this because I need to go party. That was like how I got overwhelmed when I was younger. I remember I would show up to class in film school like falling asleep and not handing in my assignments. And my teacher would be like, Jesse, you're fucking up. And I'd be like, yeah, but I gotta go play a show in Baltimore tomorrow. Or whatever. You don't understand my lifestyle. And now, like, I feel like I can do anything now, like as long as I've got my health, basically. I feel like I can just figure out how to make anything I do work. But I think I get overwhelmed when I feel like I'm being gatekept by someone else. I think that for me in my middle age, that's like the thing that really hangs me up, is if I feel like someone's holding money over my head or something. My flatmate and I were talking about nature versus nurture for people achieving what they want to do. Do you think some people are naturally better at that self-propulsion? Yeah. I think I have friends who are my age who kind of just get in their own way a lot. And I had to have a talk with a friend of mine recently because I felt like they were really feeling guilty, making themselves feel guilty about not doing enough with their art practice. And it was making them feel so guilty that they were like paralyzed, you know? And I told them, you know, I got on my soapbox and I was like, you, by feeling bad about not being productive enough, you're actually like making yourself less productive, you know? So actually the guilt of not producing what you're up to your expectation is actually like getting in the way of you achieving your goals. So it's like a weird looping, self-fulfilling sabotage, you know? So you have to never, I think in an art practice, no matter what you're doing, I think it's bad to make yourself feel guilty about how well you're doing or anything like that. I think you should always like sort of let yourself off the hook to some degree. Because guilt is like a deterrent. Guilt only makes you guilt isn't in service of your dreams. If that makes sense. Hey Bafana, what's up? So my recommend, well, based around, I hadn't really thought about that before, but my recommendation to this person was to never feel guilty about how, you know, how much or little they're, you know, getting done. Because you should be, the feeling of entering your studio should be excitement and not dread. And if you're feeling dread, it probably means you're being too hard on yourself. The Empress came out, yeah. Oh, did you have a similar? Can't remember. Yeah, Jordan's ship is fucking crazy. Yeah, he's I'm really lucky to know Jordan. He's one of the best in the land. You know, Ninetales, I just don't think that, I don't know about the way you frame stuff.